Hey guys, before we start the video, I just want to remind you guys in celebration of Dwarves and Dinosaurs, you can enter promo code RedMaster and obtain the Warlock Academy Castle and 5 card packs. So if you haven't already entered a promo code, be sure to enter this code because, well, you'll get a good deal out of it for sure. So, that being said, on to the video. Hey guys, what's going on? RedMaster here, and today we are going to be looking into another change that has come out to Cards and Castles. A little under a day or two ago, following the expansion announcement of Dwarves and Dinosaurs, the developers did release some notes on their Reddit. There's also news in-game noting, and as you can tell by the title, they are shop improvements. On the Reddit, it's titled pack improvements, but it's the same sort of deal. Anyway, I figured I should review these changes because there are some key points that concern to, I guess, the future moving forward with the game. Granted, it can be changed again at pretty much any time, but I think it's significant because, well, if you're a new player, these changes are definitely going to help you. It's definitely going to be great, and there are a lot of incoming changes that you may have to get ready for, in a sense. So, with that moving forward, let me just read what they have here. I have the notes on my phone here. We've just rolled out a major upgrade to card packs in preparation for our release, Dwarves and Dinosaurs, in the near future, July 27th. Several upgrades have been made to the pack opening experience. Here's a list of what we've done. And they start out right away with saying, packs are now more likely to drop cards you don't have. That's great news. For anyone who's probably missing 1 or 2 cards and can't seem to find them in the pack that they're getting, this change is now basically saying, oh, hey, you're missing a card. That card's rates have increased for you. So that's pretty good. It gives players to finish, or a chance to, I should say, finish off their collection. So say if I'm missing, I don't know, an Awaken Rage or something out of a pack. It's saying that their rates, this card's rate, is now increased to a peer. So, which is important because of our next change. There is now only one pack purchase option called Card Pack, which contains every card in the game, and new bundle tiers have been added to coincide with this. So, this kind of relates to the previous change. Now that there's one set of cards, it's going to be definitely harder to pull the cards that you need, or if you're missing any. And with the expansion coming out, which we'll get to sort of later on in this update, it's going to be a bit more of a challenge to really get a full collection. Not too much of a challenge, though, because of the not only increased rates, but I guess this system, I don't know what to call it, really, because what do you call packs that are now more likely to drop cards you need? Like, they're not necessary. I don't know. I'm starting to ramble off here. But anyway, regardless, we're going to take a look in the shop here just to really, you could see the changes that we have. We got the card pack, of course, 5 random cards containing 1 rare better. So you're guaranteed at least 1 rare per pack. The epic bundle, which is about 10 cards for 760 silver and 60 packs for 4,200 silver. And of course, you can see the conversion, I think, could be down here illustrated pretty well. 1,000 card points is roughly around 80 silver. And these 3 decks, which could change pretty much at any time. So, one thing to note about this, though, this does sort of like not only change the little quest pack avatar that you see here, and it's now a Craxus pack rather than the regular pack that you see on the card pack, those kind of swapped arts. There's also no more Arcanon War packs, so is there really a use for holding these? Personally, I don't think so. So if you have any Arcanon War packs, you maybe want to use them to get that shard count. Or just see if you're missing any Arcanon War cards, because the rates don't affect them, meaning that any Arcanon pack you may have been saving is pretty much not going to be worth it now. So, packs have been changed from back from 8 to 5 per, that's card per pack. The silver price has been reduced to the amount for this. Okay, so that's basically what we saw with the 80 silver is 1,000 card points. You saw that change. And of course, we saw that they contain 5 cards. It's a bit of a buzzkill. Personally, I like to open more cards in a pack, but I could see maybe 5 cards with the rates that some of these packs have. Um, we probably should be happy for 5. I mean, at least it's not like 2 or 3 like the free packs or the victory packs. Um, they're 5 cards, and with the rates that they have on them, I think it's worth it. Moving on, pack bundles now have a more aggressive minimum guarantee of legend and epic drops. So that's saying if you purchase this champion bundle or epic bundle, it's more likely that this will have a greater chance of dropping a legend or epic than buying 10 of these in bulk. So basically saying that they favor you using silver a little more, but hopefully that's not a big change. Victory packs are no longer awarded. Instead, players simply receive 25 card points for a win. This is to save time opening victory packs. That's debatable. Some people like the pack for the win. It was 20 card points and a card. You basically reduce that to swap in the card for an extra 5 CP. I don't really know how I feel about that. The victory packs were sort of cluttered in my open pack section. You see I got rid of a lot of them, pretty much all of the victory packs, and I know I wouldn't be getting any more, and there was no point to holding on to them. So, and for final note, the drop rates on store packs have been greatly increased. So of course, rates have gone up, as well as the fact that more likely to drop cards you don't have. Pretty good. That combination, you definitely see a lot more legends and epics being pulled, hopefully, and more players achieving that full collection that they might want or need. You know. They continue on with a short paragraph. For future releases, we will no longer be releasing a pack specific to that release. Instead, new cards will be simply added to card packs after the release date. So, this part really sort of bummed me out. Basically, this in a way kind of kills pre-orders. Now that doesn't mean that we might just see a pre-order bonus further down the road with like 50 dwarf packs, and that can give players pretty much a good boost. But we haven't heard any word on that specifically. Now, because of that line, it sounds to me like they might cancel the pre-orders, but that's, again, a prediction, and hopefully that's not the case. I don't want them to remove pre-orders. They were a great way of preparing yourself for an expansion. It's like pre-ordering a new game, basically, which an expansion can turn an existing game into, as for Cards and Castles at least. So, a little bummed that that's not going to be the case moving forward. There's no like set specific packs. But we do have some better news after this. We are planning to do much more frequent, smaller card drops after the Dwarves and Dinosaurs expansion, approximately every 2 months. The cards from the latest content drop will temporarily have an increased crafting cost when released, so you can't mass craft them, or that's probably preventing someone from mass crafting them. Temporarily increased crafting cost until the next content drop is available. This increase scales more heavily at lower rarity tiers, particularly for commons and rares. Alright, so basically the, let's see, increase scales most... Sorry, I had to reread that for a second there. What that kind of means is that for the commons and rares that you can normally craft for about, let's just see here, 10 shards, it might be like 100 or something. Let me see, the rares are 50, so those could go up dramatically, meaning that if you were going to craft them, it's going to be much harder to from the early start. Until, again, the next content drop happens, which, according to them, is, again, every 2 months. So, hopefully this provides more content for the future, but it also sort of makes it harder to gain that full collection. Please feel free to post any questions or feedback. Enjoy. So that was basically what they had to say. But moving down to the comments, we got 2 really interesting responses, one sort of more than the other. One, of course, looking for the new tournament system, which is in. They mentioned that it would be up tomorrow, and it is. So basically an event where, let's see here, It's a rainbow draft this time, but it's 1,500 CP to enter. And of course, at the third win, you're going to guarantee yourself a card pack. Now, is it worth it? Might be. I haven't tried this new system yet. A lot of players seem to be excited for this, seeing as how it reminds them of the old tournament system, which was along the similar lines to this. So hopefully this drives a lot more people back into the tournament draft. Because I know when they changed, a lot of people sort of bounced out of it because they felt like their rewards weren't worth the effort they were putting in. So good to see that the tournament system is back. But what really got me interested was the top comment here. Can you clarify how events will work now? From what I understand, the only difference is that there will be multiple cards and no more of the event packs. Now, the event packs only happened one time, and that was for Dire Badger, which didn't turn out very well at all. But here's what the developers say in response to that. These won't be events, but releases. They aren't limited time. We just add more cards to the game. So basically, as well as what I understand from the pre-orders being killed, again, no confirmation on that, the event cards have definitely might have seemed to be killed, which is a shame. Event cards were a good surprise to a lot of players, like, oh, new card. And sometimes that card changed up how the game works. For Killer Rabbit, for example, we've seen a lot of rabbit use since its release, but it's sad to see them go. Despite how much trouble I've had with event packs, they've definitely provided a lot of other people with excitement, and well, for me too, it was exciting to open the packs, not facts, and see, oh, a new card. Because just to complete that collection, because I am when I see an empty slot in my collection, I get a bit triggered. Maybe not trigger is the word. Shook. Yeah. Some sort of word that means in panic. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, moving. But there's one problem I have with this. The ghost. I keep bringing up the ghost. In the last video I had when making the announcement, like, oh, Dwarves and Dinosaurs. I mean, I didn't make the announcement, but relaying the announcement. I brought up the ghost, saying, all right, he's got to be released soon because how else? Why would you put him in the Arcanon War if he's not going to be released? Just my thoughts on that. Hopefully, we see him maybe halfway through the month as a little like reminder or just a little thing to collect before to keep interest in the game alive. But not too sure that's going to go on with these events being killed according to this pack change. But we'll just have to see moving forward. So with that being said, that's probably going to wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, share with your friends, and of course comment down below your thoughts of the pack changes. And remember to use promo code RedMaster, like you saw in the beginning of the video. I do have a promo code now to obtain your 5 free packs, and of course the Warlock Castle skin if you haven't already used a referral code. So with that being said, guys, stay gaming.